Waypoints are a powerful tool that your DJI drone has that allows you to get very smooth footage with very precise control, all while you don't have to even touch the remote controller as soon as the drone is flying. Hi, my name is Ori, and in this video I'm going to teach you everything there is to know about setting up waypoints. But first off, let me start by telling you what waypoints are. Using waypoints is nothing more than setting up a couple of points for the drone to fly to, and at each point you give the drone information as to where to aim the camera to get the shot that you want. And when you connect all these dots together, the drone will fly on what they call a waypoint mission, sort of a route from point 1 all the way to the last point that you've created. And because you don't have to use the controller when the drone is filming, you can actually use this camera, this waypoint system, as a way of making the drone be your own film crew. So one of the great benefits of using waypoints is that you get to set what the drone films beforehand so that your hands are free while the drone is filming. So the first way of setting up waypoints is very practical in the sense that you don't have to have your drone up in the air. You can just leave it on the table or on the ground, and all you have to do is go into the menu screen on your remote controller. And the important thing is that your drone is turned on, because we need to be looking through the camera of the drone. And the best way of doing this is to go to the bottom right corner of your screen, press the map function, and then enlarge the map. Now here you can see where I'm at, this beautiful little harbor, and I'm going to set up a waypoint mission just by tapping on the map itself. And it's actually pretty simple. In order to get to waypoints, what you need to do is you need to go to these 3 buttons in the left side of your screen and press the top one. Now we are doing waypoint flight. So let me just zoom in, and it's actually fairly simple. All you need to do to add a waypoint is to press somewhere on the map, and that will start our first waypoint. So let's just say I'm going to fly around this island over the water. Why not? So that's my first waypoint. And I added it by simply tapping on the map. Now, when you add a waypoint, what you see is that the standard way of a waypoint to appear is as follows. You'll see this little triangle on top, and that is the direction that the drone is facing. Now, whenever you set a new waypoint, it will always face north. Secondly, the waypoint is always at 50 meters altitude. Now, I don't know how that works in the mountains, because we have a very big lack of those things here in the Netherlands, but here it starts at 50 meters above sea level. To add another waypoint, all I need to do is simply tap another time, and then waypoint 2 gets added. And so I can create my entire route. Notice that when I tap here, you'll see that on the previous waypoints, the route will stop being completely straight. Now, if you don't like that it kind of swerves to the right or swerves to the left, you can simply add another waypoint. And what you do is basically drag these ones back and place them very close together. And that way, now the swerving is less. So let's just go ahead and add more waypoints, and that's that. So look at our waypoint mission now. In case you want to change any of these waypoints, you simply press and hold on a single waypoint, and that will allow you to move it around. Right. Okay. I'm just going to put it back. Now, let's just say that this is our mission that we want to fly, but there's a couple of things that I don't particularly like about this mission, and I'll show you why. First thing, now the heading of the drone, so the direction that the drone is facing, instead of it being north, it starts to follow the line that it flies, as if it wants to fly straight forward. And that's not necessarily something that the drone needs to do. This drone can fly backwards, sideways, etc. And a straightforward shot where it just flies through something might not be what you're looking for. And we can change that. So let's go ahead and change that for the first waypoint by simply tapping on waypoint number 1. And then in this bottom screen over here, it shows you what waypoint number 1, what kind of data waypoint 1 is for this drone. The first thing that you can select is the camera action. Now, standard, the camera action is set to none, but at the start of my drone's waypoint mission, I might want to set it to, for example, start recording. So there's 4 options. You get none, you can make it take a photo, you can make it start recording, or you can make it stop recording. In my case, in waypoint 1, I wanted to start recording. Right. American car passing by. Right. So second step is the altitude. Now 50 meters is going to be quite high here. So I think if I let it fly at around 25 meters, and that immediately is the downside of making a waypoint mission like this, is that you kind of have to guess what the framing will look like, because even though I think I can guess how high 25 meters is, I'm also a human. We tend to make mistakes like that. But let's just say I want to put it at 26 meters. And right now I don't want to adjust the altitude for all of the waypoints that I've made after this. So I'm just going to set apply to all. And that will make the altitude setting go to all of the waypoints. As you can see here on the screen, the H standing for height is now at 26 meters everywhere. So I think that could be a little bit better. Here is a setting where you can change the speed of the drone. At the end of this waypoint mission, before you start recording, you can set a global speed in meters per second, but there might be segments where you want the drone to speed up. And so you can change away from the global speed by setting a custom speed. For now, I'm going to leave it unchanged and I'm just going to set it to global speed, and we might want to change things up a little bit in later. Now here, we can set the heading. And now because we've made a mission, the heading is going to follow the course that it's flying. But if you want to change that, you can either set a manual heading, and that way the heading will get its heading from the previous waypoint, or you can change a custom heading. And now as I rotate, and I'll have to zoom in a little bit on this thing. As you can see, as I rotate, you see the triangle that's next to the little orb change direction. But what if we want the drone to circle around something? Let's say I wanted to circle around this island and look at a couple of different interesting points. Well, that's when you add a point of interest, because right now all we've done is add waypoints, but there's also a thing such as a point of interest. Simply go to point of interest, and let's just say that I want the point of interest to be here. And now a point of interest is added. We select this point of interest, like so. We can also set the altitude of the point of interest. Standard altitude, again, 50 meters, which is way too high. I'm sitting on the ground, so I'm gonna set it at like 2 meters, if I can, with my fat fingers. There we go, 2 meters, and that gives me a point of interest. Now, back to waypoint number 1. By tapping it, now when we go to the heading setting, instead of a custom heading, we also have face point of interest. And this will mean that not only the heading of the drone changes as it flies by, but also the camera tilt angle, right? Because the drone is 26 meters up in the air and the point of interest is at 2 meters, so it'll have to look down to frame it up in the center of the frame. Now, another way to add points of interest to your waypoints is not by doing it via the waypoints, but if you go to point of interest, you can click on point of interest. And now, since I've made waypoint number 1 look at this point of interest, you'll see here that it's linked waypoints and waypoint number 1 is linked. So I'm going to go ahead and link waypoint number 2 as well. And I'm going to link waypoint number 7. And I'm going to link waypoint number 8. Just to spice things up, I'm going to add a second point of interest, which is going to be over here. Same thing, I'm going to change the altitude to be very low, like that. And I'm going to actually link waypoints 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6. So what will happen is at waypoint 1 and 2, the drone will look at point of interest 1, then it'll switch over to point of interest 2, and then at the end it's going to move back to point of interest 1. Right, that seems about right. So I'm going to go back to the waypoints and show you some more settings of waypoint number 1. We've had heading. Here, gimbal tilt. As you can see, the gimbal tilt is now also going to point of interest number 1. In case your gimbal can roll, then here in this setting you can add roll. You can either add it custom or you can set manual, and manual will take the gimbal roll from a previous waypoint. For now, I'm not going to roll the camera. And you could, for example, add some zoom. Again, manual just takes the flight presets, and here you can go to the 1 to 4 times zoom because I'm using a Mini 5 Pro. If you have a Mavic, for example, you can probably even set the type of camera that you want to use for this waypoint mission. So I'm not going to add this zoom stuff at all, but I do want to mention the last bit, and that is hover. So let's say, for example, I'm going to waypoint number 5, and in the middle of this flight, I want the drone to just hover for a grand total of 4 seconds. Why not? Now that we set up these type of settings, we can see that the waypoint mission is going to be 4.5 minutes of flight time at 700 meters of flying. Now, I talked about the speed previously, and when you press next, there's a couple of settings that you can change. For example, you can change the global speed. Now, I think 4.5 minutes is very long, so I'm just going to make the drone fly extremely fast, 7 meters. And now the standard option here is that at the end of the flight, at the end of the waypoint mission, the drone will return to home. And I want to change that for it to just hover. This is always a little bit easier, as the drone just maybe films like 2 or 3 more seconds, giving you more room to cut it when you edit the video later. But first, let's go and throw this thing in the air and see what the result is that we have so far. Windy. Now, if you like this video so far, consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell icon. That way you'll be notified when a new video comes out teaching you more stuff about your drone. Well, that battery was almost dead. Okay. I've got my drone up in the air with a full battery, and let's go over way number 2 of setting up waypoints. This time, we're going to manually set waypoints. So in this case, we don't really need the map, but what we do need is we need to go to the waypoint setting. Manually setting up waypoints is slightly different because you have your drone up in the air. You're not going to tap on your screen. Instead, you're going to fly the drone to the positions that the waypoints are at. And that way, you'll end up with a nice route of the drone flying and much more control over the framing of your drone. Let me show you. So we got this little harbor here with all these boats, and we're going to start with a top-down view. So something like this. Like so. And to add a waypoint, all you need to do is you need to press this C1 button. So click, and we've got our waypoint added. Now, all of the information that normally is not stored in a waypoint when you do it via the map is stored in the waypoint right now. So the tilt of the gimbal, the height is all stored in here. So let's just say I'm gonna move to the right until we're here. So we got these dock houses. Let's say this is waypoint number 2. Now, what I want to try is to see what happens if I go to the zoom. So I'm going to zoom to 2 times, which is when it kind of still looks okay. So waypoint number 3. Like this. Add waypoint number 5. And then as I fly over to this side, I'm just going to introduce some roll, because why not? Here, waypoint number 6, you can still use the button as well. And for waypoint number 6, I'm just going to go ahead and give it a gimbal roll. Great. So I obviously wanted to start recording here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go next. End of flight. Hover. And yeah, it's as simple as that. Let's see what happens. And that brings us to the end of this video. Now you know exactly how to use waypoints, how to set up a waypoint mission. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would help me out grow and make more videos like this, teaching you stuff about your drone. And now before I wrap this video up, consider watching this video where I tell you about my experience flying FPV drones with my Avata 2. And you'll figure out that I'm going to pretty soon purchase a new drone. For now, my name's Ori. Adios.